Hey, this that Erica Badu, y'all. Let me stop playing. Let's get to work. Let's focus in. Let's focus in. Let's focus in. Hey, how my Perdeo students are doing? So today I want to add to your tips and tricks as far as being you helping you being able to learn while you are at home during this online learning process. I know it's very different than the classroom. So last video we talked about creating a quiet and clean learning space. But also with that, we also talked about being able to block out distractions. Now, there's three things I want to make sure I remind you of before we move on to the new topic of not being afraid to ask your teachers for help. The first reminder would be prepared before logging in. The second reminder would be make sure you are able to set up shop where you can block out distractions. The last one will be, and remember, when I do this, it will be a question that will pop up, okay? Have essential item for all devices. 2 seconds, a question will pop up. Back to it. Now, do not be afraid to ask your teachers for help is the topic that we're having today. And I want to make sure everybody has a fair chance to be able to ask questions, troubleshoot troubleshoot through the online learning process, and also able to make sure we understand what available times are for teachers. So, all of your core teachers for math, science, and ELA will have office hours for you to be able to ask questions on the lessons through your Google Classroom. Teachers will have different available times for students so you can ask questions pertaining to the lessons. Now, we understand you're not going to get the lessons right away, but we want to make sure you get a fair chance to be able to ask questions, y'all. Now, teachers want to communicate whenever you need clarity or help on the lesson. We understand that distance learning isn't the same as being in the classroom. So it's not like that one on one. I could come sit next to you and say, look here, I got you, or do it this way. So we got to do everything virtually right now until this crisis is done. So we understand it's different. So we don't want you to feel any of you to feel afraid to contact your teachers during this appropriate office hours time. You know, and the office hour times you could get through Google Classroom, or you could message and ask your teacher personally, and either through via text, email, and they will provide them times where it's appropriate for you to contact them. Ways you can reach your teachers through online distance learning. There are links and resources in Google Classroom and Clever. Mr. Trevino, Principal Trevino, has a remind app that goes to your parents and help them reminds about assignments, updates on the crisis, food, and lastly, but updates on assignments in Google Classroom. I'm sorry about that. Sorry. Now, message your teachers. You can message your teachers through via email or text at appropriate times. For example, I will say, and I will stick to during normal school hours. So from that 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock slot, I say that will be the appropriate time to ask your teachers a question if you need help. 2 seconds here. I got a question coming. Make sure y'all answer that question, y'all. We back to it. Remember, you are not expected to know everything that is presented to you while we're doing online learning. In school, we don't expect you to know everything, but we also expect you to at least show effort and attempt in order to want to learn the information. Man, sorry y'all, man. Boy, this chair got my back feeling funny. Gotta lean back. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to take a break for a second. Okay, we back to it. So learning something is learning is something that is taught. So with learning, you gotta want to be taught to be able to learn. Okay. Now, the reason we doing these videos to add to your tips and tricks, far as how to be able to learn during distance learning, we are teaching you how to be able to focus so you are able to learn. Okay. No, it takes practice in order to get better at anything. So creating good habits, being prepared, trying effort in the work is you gotta practice it in order to get better at it. Like if you want to get better at that jump shot, oh, you should have seen the flick of the wrist. You gotta practice it. If you want to get better at dancing, I ain't the best dancer, but you gotta practice it. Okay. Now, second thing, consistency is very important to improvement. You gotta have consistency, and you gotta have some type of consistency in your schedule and what you do every day on your habits in order to see improvement in whatever that you're doing. Do not be afraid to attempt the work that you're not sure of. You may surprise yourself. You might even say, wow, I know more than what I thought. So make sure we're taking them academic risks, and then teachers, EAs are here to help you. Myself, Miss Barsness, Mr. Trevino, as a staff, we're here to help you to get better. And the thing is, y'all work so hard during the school year. I We want to be able to build on that because I know how good it feels when you learn something new and you're getting good at it. I understand that. Now, with the responsibility on us being able to be your teacher, we got to put some responsibility on y'all, Middle Academy. You have to show effort to be taught and to want to get better each day. All we asking is one day at a time. Remember, we want to build on the skills that you already learned this year. The skills and the information and everything you worked hard for this year, we want to make sure, even during this time, we want to build on that. So when we come back in September, we're just killing it and rocking it again. Okay, y'all? Make sure you log in every day consistently. And all we ask as a staff, from staff to student, get better one day at a time. Take it one day at a time. So make sure one day at a time you log in with a positive attitude, trying to get better, knowing that you can receive help at any time. Let's go ahead and kill this thing, okay, y'all? When you get your call for your check-ins, some questions ready. Sorry. When you get your call for check-ins, I say have some questions ready on the side for your teacher and your EAs that's checking in with you. Okay. If you have already prepared questions, it will flow a little bit better so we could get them questions that you know you need to get answered. Okay. I'm gonna say this to end the video. I'm proud of y'all. I see a lot of people logging in. I see a lot of people getting work done, but it's not 100%. So if you talking through your friends through social media that go to the school, let's say, hey man, hey, let's log in and make sure we get our work done. I want everybody logging in, okay? But I'm proud of y'all. Y'all keep working hard, and we're gonna get through this together, okay? All right, I gotta end with the music, y'all. And the last question will pop up in 2 seconds.